Hey folks, after my video of me upgrading my Horizon Express to 4 motors, I was asked by Ice Morons whether I'd seen any change in performance or anything like that. So I hadn't really done a prolonged test on it, so I did a test tonight before filming this, and I compared it with my yellow cargo train, which is running 1 motor and 1 pair of lights, and it has the same rechargeable battery as the Horizon Express, but of course less load on it. And I ran both trains, I made sure both batteries were fully charged, and then ran both trains around the track here that I have in the LEGO room. And yeah, I've got to say, I didn't really see much of a performance difference between both trains. After an hour and 10 minutes, I did notice that the Horizon Express slowed down slightly, but and then after an hour and 40 minutes, I just stopped the test, mainly because I needed to get on and film this. I was kind of expecting something else. I was expecting more of a battery drain, so the Horizon Express would maybe stop, or maybe the IR receiver would cut in and just cut the power if something was overheating. But yeah, there was a bit of a power drop, possibly an hour and 10 minutes, but that could have been a heat issue or it could have been a battery drain issue. But after an hour and 40 minutes, both engines were still running around the track fairly consistently. Now, I will say there is a difference between the IR receivers in the trains, and it's not probably what you would expect. The IR receiver in Horizon Express is a version 1, and the IR receiver in the yellow cargo train is a version 2. So yeah, I didn't really, and I didn't see any difference at all. So there's probably a difference in power drain, obviously, because the 3 extra motors on the battery is going to take its toll. But other than that, I didn't see much of a difference at all. So there you go. That's my prolonged test, an hour and 40 minutes. It was long enough for me. I think that's the longest I've run trains for a while, just consistently. It gave me a chance to sort out some LEGO, that's for sure anyway, and I did lots of sorting, but I needed to get on with this video. So yeah, 1 IR receiver, a version 1 IR receiver running 4 motors, 2 sets of lights on the Horizon Express. It works quite well. So anyway, I'll move on to other things. I got my wheels that I was supposed to order from DunksterBricks. So we'll open those, and also I just give you a small Dunkton update. If you follow me on Instagram, you can, it's just at DunksterBricks. You would have seen some updates to Dunkton anyway, but yeah, we'll have a look in this video and you can see certain things, and I just talk you through my thinking behind what I'm doing and what I'm getting on with, really. So yeah, let's take a look. These are the wheels that I should have ordered in the first place, I hope, because I hope I made sure that I ordered the correct thing this time. Delivery was really quick, really great service, and it's all wrapped up. So it was last time, and yeah, here we go. So I think I bought a set of wheels this time. Oh, I bought an extra one of unflanged wheels, just so I had a full sort of extra set of wheels. So here we go, these are the flanged. And I've kind of not worked on my trains yet for Philly Brickfest, and it is fast approaching, but I've been getting into building Dunkton really, and playing about with that and getting some bricks in after, and sorting out LEGO. But these are the flanged wheels for the engines for Philly Brickfest, so I now really need to crack on with building these engines. So here we are at the other side of the room, and this is sort of the main Dunkton area now. So I have worked on the gatehouse of the town. This is it's going to be sort of like a historical town. So here in the UK we have towns with castles and various different things. In Europe you'll find it all over the place. So there's a bit of history involved in this, and I do like castles, and if I could integrate it into my town, then that was the whole plan. So here's the sort of like the entrance, the gatehouse, and we have the tunnel there, the tunnel entrance for the trains. And then along here I've got I'm going to probably use green base plates all the way along here. I've got road base plates at the moment, but I'm going to replace them with the green base plates. And also I've got sort of slight half arches just holding up the elevated town, and also some railings as well. I was going to put sort of buttresses all the way along, but I kind of like the idea of there being sort of a switch between the really old historic side of Dunkton and then it moving into something that worked well and just worked with the history of the town. And these railings, I came up with the idea of using the sort of the long aerials in order to make the railings just on top of the wall, and I think they work really well. Whether I use an extra 1x1 sort of brick with the hole in it just for the middle of the railing, I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm quite happy with those. I need to get more aerials, and I need to get more of the 1x1 bricks with the holes in them. And then finally moving on to the Temple of Air Jitsu, where I've put the temple in the corner and then just built a small little waterfall. I'm quite happy with that. I will eventually, I've kind of wanted a castle in there, but I don't really have the pieces, but I think the temple actually works quite well. I might just add some grey bricks underneath it, and then yeah, just raise it up a little bit so it's on a bit of a rocky outcrop kind of thing, and then the river and the stream part of it just flows into this waterfall. And I've used these ice cream pieces as the foam coming up from the waterfall, and I'm quite happy with it. It was the first build, so maybe I'll change it, maybe I'll develop it a little bit more, work on the rock pieces around it or something like that. But at the moment I'm pretty happy with that. That's cool. I was asked if I was going to add LED light strips to the tunnel just so I can film trains going through the tunnel, and yeah, I have ordered some fairly cheap LED strips. We'll see how that works. They're just sort of going to be USB powered, so I can use a battery pack somewhere to power them, but we'll see how those work out anyway. And that's basically the Dunkton update and the video for this week. So thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this, then give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, then please subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.